Well, we got real estate blow-ups happening. Like, what am I talking about? Let me explain. Like, this is the collapse of a real estate transaction. And it's really getting surprising. So we've talked before in many other videos about how if you have if you're trying to do a refinance and you're looking at what the value of the house is, values of the houses are down in British Columbia and Ontario particularly. And that can create some issues, but I'm talking about something entirely different. I'm talking about you sell a house, you buy a house, and that transaction just blows up on closing day. I'm not kidding. We've had something just wild in our company. We do a lot of mortgages, and on Friday is typically the day when mortgages close, purchases close, and everything closes then. And there's like at some Fridays there's like 50, 80 of them happening. And this Friday, the last Friday, we had like the craziest blow-ups you could ever imagine. So we have one poor guy calls us and says, hey, I got to start looking for a house all over again. The guy that I bought the house from, his lawyer has just told my lawyer, by the way, they had a moving truck booked, so, they were ready to go. His lawyer told my lawyer that the guy I'm buying from misunderstood what he owed on the house. Yeah, I'm not kidding, okay? Like, he had mortgage. He had HELOC. Somebody had given him a private mortgage. And he couldn't figure out when we finished the deal to buy the house, he couldn't figure out the math of what he would owe versus what I paid him. And in the end, it didn't make any sense to him to close. And I was the poor guy said to me, I was left with a choice to sue him, but well, why would I sue him? The guy's obviously broke as a joke. So what am I going to do? I'm going to spend money on my lawyer to sue him? It makes no sense. So I'll just start all over again looking. But the bottom line is it's crazy, and you might say to yourself, Ron, how can that even happen? How is that even possible? Okay. How can a guy not know what he needs to pay off, in order to, be able to complete the transaction? He's got a mortgage, he's got a line of credit, he's got this, he's got that. So here's what it is. Nobody calculates penalties. Virtually nobody. And for like 15 years, it wasn't important. For 15 years, real estate only went up and up and up. And if there's a penalty, so what? I've made so much money when I bought the house, it's okay. But now real estate's gone down, and people have penalties. They have penalties on the first mortgage. They have penalties on the second mortgage. And believe it or not, some people just think the HELOC, the home equity line of credit, is a kind of a free-for-all. Like, okay, so yeah, I owe you some money, so okay, I'm selling the house, but yeah, just move all that over to my personal line of credit. Yeah, just do that, okay? No, fuck all, nobody's doing that. There's no institution doing that. Oh, and a private mortgage guy, that penalty's way out of line. I'm not going to pay it. You're not going to pay it, eh? No, you're going to pay it, buddy. You're paying it, or we're not discharging your mortgage. Woohoo! That's just fuckery. So that's where we're at. So that next one, I really feel sorry for these people. So they, in good faith, they sell their house and they bought a house. Now the house they bought was closed sooner than the house they sold. So they got a bridge loan. The bridge loan was to get them. So, okay, you're going to close in 6 weeks. I need this money to buy my house in this place. Okay, great. Everything's fine. Fully approved. All good. And now I need a bridge because I won't get the proceeds from the sale of my home until that buyer completes the transaction 6 weeks from now. So all good. They're totally qualified. We'll give you the bridge. Okay, great. They get a bridge. So they get a call from the guy who... So they're happily moved to their new place, waiting for the proceeds to come in and to pay off the bridge on their old place. The guy who buys their old place gives them a call and says, "Yeah, I'm thinking I'm fucked. I think I can't figure out a way to do this transaction. My house, the house one of the houses that I planned on selling to complete this transaction. I guess the guy's got a bunch of rentals. Turns out, it sounds like the guy who bought their house is in our business, like is in the mortgage business, or he's a bank rep or something. But anyway, complete failure there. So there's poor guys. They're expecting the whole proceeds to pay off their bridge. Boom, total failure on that one. Also Friday, total failure. And now they're sitting with a huge bridge. The institution wants it paid off. Of course they do. I mean, there's no such thing as a bridge to nowhere, right? Like all of a sudden the other side of the bridge, the earthquake happened, the tsunami happened, and that land went away, and the bridge is just in the ocean now, okay? So they can't have that. So they need some resolution of that. We're going to be able to help those poor people, but it's extra expense to them. They're going to have to sue the guys who reneged, and it's just a mess. So why is all this happening? Look, we've had 2 in one day. We had 2 in the previous 3 years, okay? Like, seriously, like, this is not a consistent thing. So why? Why is this happening? Easy. For 15 years, as I said, prices just went up. There was always a lot of room in real estate. Your house was always worth so much more than sometimes even more than you thought it was worth, okay? And nothing broke down because there wasn't enough money in your house. Your house was always going up. So when you sold it, you always had a ton of extra money, covered penalties, covered this, covered that. You didn't have to worry, or there was always more borrowing you could do. So apparently the one that failed, who was supposed to be in the mortgage business, he's talking about refinancing other properties to be able to raise money because of whatever happened. Well, you can't do that either now in Ontario and British Columbia. There's no easy money to raise, okay? So it's this lack of liquidity. Liquidity, to explain the expression, is that there's enough excess money in marketplaces. There's enough money washing around, and a willingness and a willingness to lend, and a willingness and a ease of borrowing because there's lots of equity everywhere. Liquidity in British Columbia and Ontario is just eroding every week. So that's where we're at. Look, there's lots of people still that don't have any mortgage on their home. If they want to buy or sell a home, life's pretty easy. They don't have any debts to worry about. But that's like half the people in Canada. So yes, it's not going to be an epidemic of these things, but I'm dead serious. 2 in one day. Previously, it took 3 years for there to be 2 of these. So there will be more blowups. There will be more trouble. Be very, very careful. And for the love of God, take big deposits, okay? If you're selling a house, tell them bring 50 grand, not 10 grand. Bring 50, bring 75, bring 100, because I don't want any small deposits. That's the right move.